Hello, everyone. We're heading back to the Sunshine State. Get your sunglasses out. We're going back to Florida with one of the top 2027s in the country, one of the top ones in her state. Let's have her go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Jalynn Belton. I'm a 2027 and I go to Miami Country Day.
Welcome, welcome once again. We're going down to the Sunshine State, getting some color for me here because I'm pasty white and I'm on a sunburn anyway. But no. So once again, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for doing this. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. What's your earliest memory as a basketball player?
I would say one that I remember the most is always used to go with my dad to his basketball practice. He used to coach at Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
And at that time, I was in third or fourth grade, 7 or 8 years old. And I would shoot on the side baskets with my little brother, just like scrimmage with him. And that's kind of where it all began for me.
Fair. Who wins one-on-one? You or your brother?
Probably my brother. I was really bad when I
Oh,
started.
fair, fair. So hey, we made some. I'd say we made some progress. We made some progress.
Yes.
And then for someone that hasn't seen you yet, how would you describe yourself as a basketball player for someone that hasn't had a chance? They're missing out, I'm telling you, but if they haven't had a chance to see you yet.
I would definitely say I'm a versatile guard that has the ability to play on and off the ball. Like on the ball, I can play in the pick and roll. I can also pass really well, but if they need me to play off the ball, I can also become a shooter. And for me, I can also defend the 1 through 5. So that's
Pretty
what I would say.
pretty versatile, yeah. So dad is a coach. Did that mean that basketball's kind of like from the day, when very, very early age, basketball's always kind of been the family sport? Did you play other sports or kind of was it always been basketball?
Well, when I was little, I started playing soccer with my friends, and then I kind of had to make the decision to play
Hmm.
soccer or basketball. So I chose to go the basketball way, and kind of glad I did
Fair.
that. So,
What made basketball stand out as kind of like the sport for you? Like what about it that like kind of made drew you to that?
well, just like when I was little, being around the environment, it's just like I thought it was a really cool sport, and I just wanted to see myself like pursue it.
Fair, I like it. So then, people, you do high school and AAU. How would you say your role changes maybe in each situation? Like, how did you change maybe as a player? What's expected of you from high school to AAU?
In high school last year, I didn't get to play as much point as I did in AAU. So I feel like in AAU, I got to like showcase my point guard skills a little bit more. So, which was really fun. And yeah.
Fair. And so, from the beginning of AAU season to where we are right now, where would you say you grew the most as a player?
I would say, well, I've always been playing up since the 3 years I played on the EYBL. I did 2 years of 15s, and this last year I played 17s.
Hmm.
And just being with the older kids, just like a crazy experience itself, it just made me see the game in a different perspective and just like really showed what you needed to work on and stuff like that, which was really helpful.
Fair. Do you feel that there was an adjustment period? Kind of like you said, you're playing up a grade. They are physical. They are big. They're coming at you in EYBL. Was there that adjustment period?
There was. Um, I think it was in Houston is where I kind of started to fit in, but before that it was a little rough. So,
How do you feel EYBL kind of prepares you for the next level, for high school, for kind of as you grow as a player? How do you feel the EYBL circuit kind of prepares you for that?
it definitely prepares you because you get to play girls from like all around the world, like different kind of teams, shooting teams, physical teams. It's just like you get a little bit of everything.
Hmm.
So when I go into high school, I kind of play that, so it's kind of like easy for me.
Where's one of the favorite places you've ever got to go with AAU? Like traveling, state, out of state, kind of where's what are some of your favorite locations?
I like Chicago. I just like the
Yes.
city. Like yeah, I like it.
Love Chicago. And that gym is huge. You can just keep walking around. Yes, perfect Chicago.
Yes.
Outstanding. Good call. Good call there. And then what would you say is an aspect of your game that you're hoping to kind of continue to refine or, make sure you kind of like get more like efficient at, would you say?
I would say, well, right now I'm shooting the ball really well, so I
Mm-hmm.
want to continue with that. But I also like to like be better with the rebounding and stuff like that. Just get more efficient with that.
Fair rebound. I
I think
mean,
that was.
and you're in EYBL and you're playing up with the 17. I'm not even getting in there for a rebound with some of those girls. Oh, no. Mm-mm. I'm going to get knocked over and broken. Man. And then, so we'll go from there. Who are some, we talked a little bit, who are some of the best players you've ever had a chance to play with, AAU or high school?
So the two that come to mind are Kayla Nelms that I played in high school with for 3 years. She's at Baylor right now. And then she graduated last year. And then Shamai Francis, which I played with this last AAU season. That was my first year playing with her. So I would definitely say those two.
Fair. Who are some of the best players you've ever had a chance to play against, AAU or high school?
I would say Tanaya Latson, who's at Florida State right now. I played her my 7th grade year.
Man.
And yeah. And Jersey Robinson, I played her at TOC in Arizona.
Talk about physical. I'm telling you, she's one of those that if I was on the court, I ain't going near the paint. And so coming up with the high school season, I don't know. I don't think we have like maybe a full schedule yet. We're still a little early for high school basketball, but coming up, what are some of your goals as both a team and then as an individual coming up for this upcoming high school season?
I would say as a team, definitely win states again. I feel like this season is going to be a lot harder because we lost 3 of our like really good seniors last year. So we kind of have a young team right now. So I think winning states would be really good for us. And individually, I just want to be able to showcase my talent every game, just show people what I can do and just show up.
I like it. Would you describe yourself as one of those players that kind of lead by example, kind of follow as I do, kind of do that? Or are you someone that's okay being kind of vocal with your team and kind of explaining and being like that voice of reason for a team?
I definitely will be a voice. Like I will I'll help you. I'll let you know if you need help. Like I always tell my team, you could come and ask me anything. So.
Fair. I like it. It makes it nice and easy. Like, if you got any questions, come and ask. But that type of situation.
Yes.
You need those leaders because some people are just, I'm quiet. So I'm someone that's quiet. But I wouldn't be that person. I'm just like, I'm going to stay in the corner and be quiet. So I'm good. And then, so we'll go a little bit some quick hitters here. What's your favorite go-to basketball shoe?
Shoe? Right now, I would say the Sabrinas. I love the Sabrinas.
For a shooter, perfect shoe to have. Perfect shoe to have. What's your go-to hype song right now?
Hype song? I don't know if I could pick one, but I would say I listen to a lot of Rod Wave.
Fair.
A lot of Rod Wave.
Prefer to have a game-winning 3, game-saving block?
Game-winning 3.
See, I always tell people that's the better choice because of the block. I feel like you could do everything right. No body, clean contact. The ref could, they could still make the wrong call. So I'm like, at least with the 3, it's in my control if I'm going to make it or not. Correct answer.
Yes.
Thank you. Favorite food right now?
Food? Pizza.
Always a go-to. I'm telling you. And then, so we talked a little bit down in Florida. How would you, for someone like me, I've been to Florida but haven't watched enough. I haven't watched enough for sure about Florida basketball. How would you describe Florida girls basketball right now?
I would say it's different. It's you kind of get a little bit of everything. It depends like what school you're playing. Like you could play Montverde and get banged up, but then you can go play some other school and they can be straight up shooters. So it's just different.
Eclectic. So you kind of have to be ready for anything that comes your way, right?
Yes.
I like it. So when we step away from basketball, when we just need a break from basketball, where would people find you? Like, what is something you do to just kind of decompress?
I sleep a lot. I love to sleep.
I
also hang out with my best friend. She lives 5 minutes from me a lot. I'm usually at her house a lot.
Fair.
So that's where I will be.
Fair. See, when I asked Victoria, she said the beach, and I'm like, I sunburn, so I can't do that because I'll explode. So I'm just saying.
Yes, me too.
I like it. And then, do you have any WNBA or NBA players that you model your game after or kind of enjoy watching and kind of try and, take some of their skills from?
I really like watching KD play.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can learn a lot from him. Just him getting to a spot and shooting is just really, impresses me. a lot.
Oh yeah, and just long, and he hitting from half court. I'm
Yes.
there with you. I'm there with you. And then, what would you say is maybe your biggest goal, like your goal that you still have to accomplish in terms of as a basketball player? Like, is there something you yet to want to accomplish that you haven't done yet, or kind of what's the next goal in there for you?
I would say I want to be top 10 in my class in the country, and I would like to become an McDonald's All American.
There we go. Trust me, those are gonna. I'm telling you right now, I've seen you play. Those are well in within the wheelhouse of happening. So, I'm telling you, good goals to have. But with those goals, being a top 10, possible McDonald's All American, comes some recruiting attention. We won't get into specifics, but how do you handle kind of the craziness of that, kind of all the coaches coming at you, all the attention? How do you kind of make sure you stay like a level head with that and kind of make sure it doesn't get too overwhelming?
Yeah, well, I'm just blessed to receive as much attention as I have at such a young age. But I constantly remind myself, like, I'm not where I want to be. Same with my dad. Like, he's always pushing me. He never takes it easy on me because we know where I want to get to, and I'm not there yet. So I don't settle or anything.
What's a go-to saying from Dad as a coach? Does he have like a always work hard? What's a go-to saying that you've heard like 100 times probably as a player?
Um, I would say he does say go hard a lot. Like, he says a lot of things to me. Like, he's my number one supporter, definitely.
I like
But
it.
yeah.
Fair. So we'll end with this. I always ask this: when AAU's done and high school's done, and if you're off to college, what do you hope your legacy is when people watch you play basketball at the end of it? What do you hope that people like look at you and like what your legacy or your lasting meaning was as a basketball player?
I hope that, like, little girls, especially in the Suns, they all look up to me. So I hope that they can learn from me and maybe do better than me, and just, I hope I inspire them. Just, yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Everyone should get out and watch. Little girls are going to be inspired. Big girls are going to be inspired. Fans are going to be inspired. You've been an absolute joy to watch. I love watching your game. I think you're in for big things. Watch out for the McDonald's All-American. I could see it happen. I could see it happen. But I want to say thank you so much. Once again, where can people find you? Where can they follow you? Kind of everything like that.
On Instagram, I think on all my socials, it's Jalynn_Belton. So, yeah.
Y'all get out to Florida and watch her, and then watch the Miami Suns. We're going. I don't know if we're going to Chicago. Where we're going? We all over the country. We all over with EYBL. So, once again, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you.
Have a great one.
You too.
Bye.